Hey everybody, it's Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. This video is about 5 things leading to independence from the system. 5 things you can do that will help you be more independent of the system. Meaning, you will be more free. You'll be less under the thumb of people. You will be more reliant and able to more reliant on yourself, more able to weather storms, all different kinds of things. You know, as preppers, we think about things like that. We think about what happens if, what do I do if, what do I do when, those kind of things. So, what are these 5 things? Well, the first one is very important, I feel, which is to be debt-free. I understand that, yes, probably most people need to have a mortgage. Get that, Roger. But try to eliminate all other debt. We don't have to have a car payment. We can have less expensive automobiles. Credit cards, evil. Pay them off. Debt just means you're a slave to somebody else. Somebody else owns you. Somebody else controls you. Somebody else has say in your life. If you want to be self-sufficient, self-reliant, and to be a free individual, able to exercise what freedoms we have left, then these are some of the things that would be very advantageous for you to do. And even if you do all 5 of these things, you're not going to be completely free of the system. No, you're not. But these things will greatly help you to be more reliant on yourself and less on the outside world and the government, for sure. So the first is debt-free. I know you guys all know what that means. Don't have debt. Pay for things with cash. Hello. Raising your own food, growing your own food. That's actually 2. Growing your own food, I counted them as 2. I know, it could be 1. Growing your own food, producing your own calories, growing fruits and vegetables. Producing, and I'll talk in the same time about raising your own food, your own animals. Caloric production is very important. It'll help you weather tough storms, food shortages, crop failures. But unless it affects you, crop failure could affect you. Not just the big farms out there, but it helps you weather a lot of the different storms more effectively. Growing your own food, growing your own fruits and vegetables, very important. And fun. And healthy, very healthy. Do it, organically try to find natural bug, and pest deterrents so that you can sit there and eat really good, healthy foods. Because your body is one of your number 1 preps. You got to prep this, which includes exercise, which I'm not really going over this time. But eating healthy foods, raising your own animals. Plus, it's something about simplicity, back to basics, living a simple, wholesome life. Some people don't understand that meat comes from animals that you have to kill. Some people literally think that grocery stores make meat. It blows my mind. But anyway, there's something about that connection. Kind of like the connection with the land, of getting your hands dirty, plowing the soil, beating the ground, breaking it up, processing it, mixing in, compost that you made, and other kinds of natural fertilizers. Sowing your own seeds, harvesting your foods, all this kind of stuff with your hands, with your own hands. Same with animals. Understanding that that's a life you're taking to maintain, to provide sustenance for you and your family. That's an important connection. A lot of people don't have that. They don't have that connection to their food. You know, it's pretty much gone away with in modern times. There are people that do it, yes, of course. There's lots of people that do it. But by and far, you know, not that many people do that anymore. The ability to slaughter your own animals. And if you do, you already know how to do it. But if you don't, you may not. Do you have the ability? Do you know how to slaughter an animal? Do you know how to skin it? Do you know how to gut it? Do you know how to not cut the poop sack? How to dispose of that? What organs are edible? What aren't? All those kind of things. It's all stuff you learn by doing. But yes, grow your own food. Raise your own food. Produce your own calories. Very important. That's a long-term skill that if we enter into some kind of long-term event, will be very, very valuable to have, are those skill sets and that ability to produce your own inputs. Let me see. Alternative energy is number 4. The ability to, and you don't necessarily have to be off-grid per se. You can still be on-grid, but if you have some off-grid capability for if the grid goes down, you can still power some of the things you need, or all the things you need, then that's great. The ability, yes, like solar power, wind power, hydropower, backup generators. There's lots of different methods for producing power. And it's a good backup to have in case the grid goes down. If you're reliant upon power, most of us are to some extent. A lot of us, yes, could transition very easily into not having power and it not be a very, very big deal. I feel that I'm in that category. I don't need power. You know, I think life is almost better without it sometimes. But yes, alternative energy. Not green energy. And then the last one is a well for water. A manual well with the ability to manually pump it and or connect it to your off-grid alternative energy source so that you can get water in a grid down situation, whether it is a manual pump or an off-grid alternative energy source. Water is vital. We all know that. Sources of water are vital, just like growing your own food, raising your own food. Vital, vital, vital. Water. Sources for it. Maybe ponds. Depending on your location, what you can have, what is available, but have a source of water. You got it. This will help you become as independent from the system as possible. Anyway, prep a little every day, prep at a peace of mind, not out of fear, and I love you guys. Blessings to you and yours.